Yo, what's everybody? It's me, though, and we're here back with another episode of What If Naruto Was a Dragon Slayer, Part 2. So, before we get into the video and everything, I just want to say thanks for the support on the first part of this. So, this will continue on, as well as Demigod will be coming out tomorrow. So, I hope you guys look forward to that. We're almost at 2,000 subscribers, so if you're not subscribed already and you're watching this video, make sure to hit that subscribe button, as well as the notification, the bell icon if you want to see all my videos and get those notifications right away. Make sure to hit the like button for this video as well if you want to help the channel out. Helps the algorithm as well as get people to see my videos more. Thank you guys for doing all that stuff. But let's get into what I was going to say for this video. So, I don't know how many of you actually know what Fairy Tail is, but I kind of did a quick summary of what the dragons were, but I'll do a little bit more of in-depth detail about what Dragon Slayers are, so that you guys can understand more about the story for people who haven't watched that anime yet. So, without spoiling too much about the series, basically there are different types of Dragon Slayers. So Dragon Slayers are kids who were raised by dragons instead of human parents, who then inherit their magic, because Fairy Tail is a magic anime. They then inherit the dragon's magic themselves, which means they have to have access to that magic. So for Naruto's case, he has chakra. So instead of having magic in this world, I've changed the dragons to having a lot of chakra, similar to the tailed beasts, and I've also gotten some story written there. We'll get into that, but basically, in Fairy Tail, you have different moves that you can access based on what dragon you learned under. It also gives you this access to a special ability called Dragon Force, which is when you feel intense emotion. It gives you access to the dragon's powers. And those who have the powers of dragons as a Dragon Slayer have this other thing in them called a seed, which is this like small bag, as was shown in Fairy Tail, that eventually will grow to turn you into a dragon yourself. Igneel, as well as the other dragons in this world, actually have those taken out and deactivated inside of their respective Dragon Slayers. The Dragon Slayers have access to use, in this case, chakra for all types of that ability, and their flames are generally stronger than a regular flame mage's, or in this case, a ninja who uses a flame chakra. So I hope that explains enough. If you have any questions, I'll respond to any of those below. Make sure to comment that. But let's get into the part. So, you guys voted last time that 65% of you would like Naruto to be on Team 7 with Naruto and then Sasuke as well as Sakura. So I'm going to be doing that, I believe. So sorry for, I know a lot of people wanted some other stuff, but majority rules. But maybe in a different what if I'll do some different team stuff. But anyway, so the next day comes and Naruto is assigned his team. Naruto, Sasuke, and Sakura are placed on the same team, and Naruto is super impressed. He's actually excited that him and Sasuke are on the same team, so he can prove to Sasuke that he's a great ninja too, and that Igneel raised him right, so that he can come find him again someday. Naruto's personality is very much similar to Natsu from Fairy Tail, and he's very happy-go-lucky since, again, this Naruto wasn't treated bad in the village, because when he was raised by Igneel, so he always had a parent and he wasn't alone. So Naruto's a much happier child in this timeline, and now that he's 12 years old and graduating, he's just generally a happier person. So he's a little bit more naive as well, though. So anyway, Naruto is placed on Team 7, and he meets his Jonin instructor. As no one in the village knows what happened to the Nine Tails, as they don't know if Naruto has the Nine Tails, is the Nine Tails Jinchuriki or not, they decided that even though Naruto's test scores are extremely high, because he came into the village as an unknown, as well as claiming that he was raised by a dragon, which Hiruzen himself hadn't seen for many years, ever since he himself was a child. He then isn't super sure of this claim, so he places him under Kakashi to watch him more, as Kakashi is one of their strongest Jonins. So, anyway, Kakashi, Naruto, Sasuke, and Sakura meet up on the roof of the school itself when they start discussing their dreams, hopes, and ideals. Kakashi asks Sasuke first what his dreams and hopes are. Sasuke then explains that he doesn't really have a dream or a goal, but he has an ambition. Because he's an Avenger, he has to kill a certain someone. Kakashi raises an eyebrow to this and then looks over to Sakura, who's just staring at Sasuke intently like she is looking at a new piece of meat made for dinner. He then snaps her focus and she says, "Oh, my dream? Well, I just want to." She looks at Sasuke, she then blushes and just starts laughing. Moving on from there, then Kakashi moves to Naruto. Naruto sits there patiently smiling while he has his white scarf wrapped around his neck. Then Kakashi asks Naruto what his dreams are. Naruto smiles and looks up and says that, well, my dream is I want to go find my dad, Igneel. I know he wouldn't have left me behind that day if there was something else going on, and he must be looking for me now even, so I'm sure I'll find him again someday. So my dream is to go find my dad, Igneel, and so I'm going to become strong enough so I can go and search across the world to go find him. Kakashi thinks about this and then thinks of his own father, the White Fang. He then looks back to Naruto, and Naruto's still smiling. Naruto then explains that his favorite food and his favorite likes are he likes to train, as well as he likes to play pranks on people with using his flames. He also really loves this guy named Ichiraku, who makes some really tasty ramen that he found a while ago. He then looks at Kakashi expectantly, and Kakashi says, "Nice." So Kakashi, who moves back to the topic, then says that they'll be taking a test today, well, tomorrow actually, where you will all not be eating breakfast. Naruto looks horrified as he just loves eating in general, and as he's been accustomed to the village now, he's grown to accustomed to the foods of the city and not the country foods that him and Igneel would find and hunt down. Naruto sighs as he goes back to his house that night and sleeps, thinking about Igneel and how he's going to become a strong fire ninja that someday, and become a true dragon slayer, just like what Igneel told me he should become. Naruto smiles as he falls asleep, and he wakes up the next morning. Naruto heads over to the training grounds where he meets up with Kakashi, Sakura, and Sasuke. Kakashi comes late, just like in the original, due to him being lost in the path of life. And so, Naruto begins the bell test. As Kakashi pulls up the bells, he then says, "Now, kids, here, you guys are going to have to take these bells from me." Sakura raises her hand and then says, "But Kakashi, there's only 2 bells." Kakashi nods and says that this test is meant to see if you guys can actually attain these bells from me, and whoever doesn't attain a bell will be sent back to the academy. Naruto grits his teeth as he uses his high sense of smell and his other highly escalated senses from training with Igneel to become a Dragon Slayer to tell that Kakashi's not lying. He then notices that Kakashi is staring at Naruto expectantly, as the other 2 ninja just dove into the side as Sasuke and Sakura use their training. Naruto stands there as he tells Kakashi he's going to fight him head-on. As Kakashi smiles, thinking that this was exactly what he was expecting, Naruto then bursts into the air. He then says, "Dragon style. Dragon, iron fist." He pushes all of his flame chakra into his hand as he uses nature and release energy. Kakashi's amazed at Naruto being already able to use fire release at such a young age. He then slams his fist into Kakashi, causing Kakashi to gag a little as he wasn't expecting this much power. Kakashi tried blocking of his hand, and his hand gets pushed back as Naruto uses another dragon iron fist, hitting Kakashi's other hand, causing the book to go flying out. Kakashi decides he has to take this one a little bit more seriously, as he's unnaturally strong for a genin. Naruto then holds a breath, and as he forms his hands together into the fire release signal that Igneel had taught him for a Dragon Slayer to use. He then uses a flame release as he says, "Flame release, dragon, fire dragon roar." As he uses the fire dragon's roar, he then bursts another large flame attack at Kakashi. Kakashi quickly uses his own substitution jutsu to make it appear that he was caught in the flames. As Kakashi's clone is burned to a crisp and falls to the ground, Naruto rushes over trying to take the bells from it, just as it just poofs away. Kakashi then decides that he'll stay away from him and take out the other 2 for now. Naruto then uses his keen sense of smell. "I'm there, I got you." He then found the scent of Kakashi and begins charging into the forest. As Naruto jumps from tree to tree, he then looks around to see where the Kakashi, their sensei, might be. As he looks around, he then sees that Kakashi's about to prey on Sakura, and just as he's about to activate the genjutsu on her, Naruto comes flying out of the woods with a down kick. Fire Dragon Iron Claw. As he uses the Iron Claw jutsu, he then slams down into Kakashi's back, causing him to crash into the ground as he gags again, feeling the stench of the flames that Naruto is causing to have smoke up on his back. Kakashi rolls around on the ground to push the fire out and looks at Naruto with his eyes wide. Then Naruto looks at him and says that he's going to get him to use all of his power as he smiles again, pumping his fist in the air. Naruto then dives back into the forest, telling Kakashi to come catch him if he can. Kakashi, who laughs as he thinks that this kid just challenged a Jonin, rushes after him. Sakura is kind of scared for now, but Sasuke is watching from a distance and is getting annoyed that Naruto's taking all the spotlight. So, as Kakashi and Naruto come running out into the clearing again, then Sasuke dives out of the tree and activates his own fire jutsu. He makes a tiger seal, and then just as Naruto's right behind him and Kakashi's about to run into him, Sasuke then activates the fireball jutsu, catching Kakashi in it. Kakashi's hair is now on fire as he tried to escape as he rolls on the ground again using a water jutsu to take himself out and stop burning. He looks at the two annoyed and says he's gonna have to take this more seriously then. As he pulls his headband up, he then activates his Sharingan, just like what Naruto himself was waiting for to see. He knew that Kakashi had some sort of power hidden from when he was sensing him before. Naruto and Sasuke then work together as they begin to fight against Kakashi. Sasuke wants to know why Kakashi has a Sharingan of his own brethren and how did he get one. So he leaves these questions in the back of his mind for now. As Kakashi fights with Sasuke as well as Naruto, Sakura comes running into the clearing as she tries to help the two. Well, we both know how Sakura is. Anyway, Naruto and Sasuke continue to fight together, and as Sasuke picks up Naruto by his hands and begins to spin him, he then tells him to go right now. Naruto then charges a loud as he puts all his fire release and energy in his chakra into his feet, causing his feet to catch fire as he burns, creating a burning top, very similar to a spinning tornado of flames. As he then shoots outward, he then uses a flame clone to burst and combust in front of Kakashi just to distract him enough for Naruto to kick him in the face. The flames hit Kakashi as he gets pushed back into a tree. At this point, Sakura runs up and grabs the bells from behind Kakashi, and just as she's about to throw them to Naruto and Sasuke to catch them to get out of the way, then Kakashi grabs her leg and pulls her back. Naruto and Sasuke rush forward as they try to defend their teammate, and just as all three of them have their kunai at Kakashi's neck, Kakashi puts his hands up and says that they won the bell test. Kakashi's amazed at these gaining strength, especially Naruto. Naruto and Sasuke's tag team using Flame Jutsu was amazing, as well as how their teamwork together was similar to him and Obito. He says that Naruto and both Sasuke and Naruto as well as Sakura did a good job and that they pass. They all eat their lunches as Kakashi sits kind of disappointed that he probably should have used more of his Sharingan abilities. He even tried copying that jutsu that Naruto had used, but for some reason, it didn't translate. Naruto's hand seals weren't even... He only used one hand seal to create that jutsu, which was odd to him as no other jutsu that powerful he'd seen only required one hand seal. He goes to ask Naruto about this, and Naruto explains that his type of jutsu is more like a Gekkei Genkai. He explains that because he's a dragon slayer, Igneel himself gave him this power, and that his ability now, he can basically use any of the Fire Dragon Slayer jutsus with only using the Fire Release hand seal. Kakashi's amazed at this and thinks that he's never heard of this jutsu before, or of someone being called a dragon slayer. Naruto then explains to Kakashi that he's going to find his dad one day, and then he can explain to Kakashi himself since he doesn't really understand it that well either. They then all head back to their homes for the night, and Kakashi says they should better get up early tomorrow for their first mission. As Naruto lays down, he then takes a big breath as he suddenly relaxes, letting out a sigh. As the entire team goes to sleep, little do they know that somewhere far away in the land of waves, a few demons as well as Gato have been planning on attacking the land to reap its harvests and resources. If you guys enjoyed this part, make sure to go and hit the like button and comment down below what you thought. Subscribe to the channel, and as always, just make sure to check out my other videos if you haven't watched them before. I'll be continuing some of those later on in the year. So after these newer ones are completed, I think I'm going to go back and redo or just finish up the older what ifs. So make sure to be caught up on those. Yeah, so thanks again. What if Naruto was the Avatar? The first part of Shippuden will be coming out soon since we hit 100 likes on the special part. So good job on that. I'll be posting that tomorrow, I believe. I hope you guys enjoyed the videos for today. I'll see you guys later, and bye.
It's black and white.